Hey guys, it's Dee. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Her Spoon. So tonight, really quickly, I'm going to show you guys how I do my cheesesteaks, Philly cheesesteaks. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to tie this apron. I should have already had it on before I went to record. But anywho, let's see. So the Philly cheesesteaks, the steak cheesesteaks, is what we'll be doing tonight. Simple. You know my words. Easy peasy. I'm all for easy peasy. So I got my skillet here. And I'm going to put a cap full of my olive oil. Just any kind of olive oil brand will do. Y'all know I like my light olive oil, the extra virgin. My cap fell. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of olive oil since my cap jumped out of my hand. There we go. I'm not going to stir it too loud in y'all ears. So what I use for my Philly cheesesteaks is my Steakumms. I use Steakumms brand 100% beef steak meat. I'm all about simple. And I just take, it has the little sheets in between, just throw them. I'm feeding 4 people, so I'm just going to do this whole pack of 14. You can hear it already sizzling. Getting ready. It don't take long at all. I'm going to show you guys how to season them up really good. That just jumped out of my hand. And I'm going to show you what I add to it. And they cook down really good. So you don't have to worry about overflowing. So when they cook down, you'll have plenty of room. Okay? You don't want to cook them too high to start with. You don't want it to be sticking and stuff. And for the sake of noise, I'm going to use my wooden cookware. So it won't be a bunch of scraping against the pan in y'all ears. I always go back and try to look at my videos and listen to everything and see where I need to do any kind of tweaking or something like that. And what got on my nerves listening to my video was the pan, but the spoon against the pan, the sound of the spoon. Now I just added 14. I'm going to do 6 more because I have a family of 4 that I'm feeding, and I want us to have more than one Steakum. So the more the merrier with the meat for my group. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be thinking about my seasoning. You don't have to wait for it to finish cooking to put your seasoning. You can go ahead and start putting your seasoning, and ta-da! Y'all should have known. Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning, my fave to season stuff with. I know y'all like, well, dog, she can't find nothing else to cook with to season her stuff, because I use this a lot. On over 90% of my videos, I'm sure it's going to have Cavender's seasoning. So I'm just shaking this Cavender's on. And then I'm going to use some soy sauce. Turn my handle around because I'm right-handed, so I have to stir with my right hand and hold my pot handle with my left when I need to grip it. It's smelling good, y'all. It's smelling really good. I don't like to put my vegetables in. The vegetables I use will be green peppers, or some call them bell peppers, and onion. And we do like to add mushrooms. My husband don't like mushrooms, so I'll have a separate skillet. I'll put some in for him because he do not like mushrooms at all. Okay. Just breaking the meat apart so everything can cook nice and thorough. Just stirring. Yes. Already smelling amazing. We're just putting the cavenders up there. And in addition to the cavenders, I'm going to add a little more, not too much. I'm going to have soy sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add my soy sauce. So you do your cavenders, then your soy sauce. Not too much because you don't want it to get too salty. And that should be good with my soy. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit more because it really don't take no time to cook these. And over here you'll see my griddle. And that's what I put my buns on. My Philly cheesesteak buns. Back here is my light for my French fries that I'm going to fry up to go with it. Well, can you guys see that? Let me put you down in the pot a little bit more. There we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So about 85% of my meat is done. So what I'm going to do now, so it can cook with it, is add my bell peppers, green peppers for some people, and onions, which I've already taken and rinsed and diced up. So I'm just going to dump all of these in my skillet like so. I'm going to stir these in really good. Now this really makes it smell delicious. Delicious. Yes, yummy is what it smells like. I'm going to get my pot heated up for my French fries to go in, because I like for all my food to come out together. And for your buns, let me show you your bun. The Wonder Bread brand Philly steak buns is what I use. And what I do, I'm going to show you really quickly. Well, an enactment of what I do, because I'm not ready for my buns to be put on just yet. I take and rub butter on my griddle, and I stick my buns up there right side up, just like that, until they brown a little bit. And let me get my other skillet out for my husband's, since he don't like mushrooms, so I can show y'all exactly what I do. This is smelling so good, y'all. So good. They even have chicken Phillies in the store like this. I was looking for some of those this evening, but I didn't see any. It must have been really popular lately, because normally I can find some, but I didn't see any. And I'm one of them type of people who, my meat has to be well done, not burnt. So I'm going to just keep stirring this up occasionally to make sure all this meat is done. I don't like undone meat at all. So that's that. I'm going to let that cook while I get this other skillet out to put my husband's in. So that way I can add the mushrooms straight to this skillet right here. Whew, I wish I could smell this. This smells extra good, or I'm extra hungry one. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Really, really good. Just stirring that all along thoroughly to make sure everything is done. So Let me show you my mushrooms. I just use sliced mushrooms in the jar. And I just strain the water off of those, or the juices. I use my lid just to strain the juice off my mushrooms. And then for my cheese, I use mozzarella cheese. Any brand mozzarella cheese will do. I'm a Kraft or Kraft or Sargento type chick when it comes down to my cheeses and stuff. So I'm gonna put this over here. Smelling delicious. Really, really good. So I'm gonna grab my oil for my fries. And I'm pretty much a Western oil type person because I don't have to worry about my fries being soaked in grease, and it's a 0 gram of trans fat and cholesterol free oil. So Western oil for the win. Here we go. That should be enough for my fries to do what they do. And I think my steak is almost done. Yes. So I'm gonna just grab some of this out of here to put in the skillet for my non-mushroom eating husband. Like so. And now I'm gonna turn this down some. I'm gonna dump my mushrooms in. And just get those stirred up in there. Like so. And since this is my big light, y'all know I'm always talking about this light, I'm gonna take and tray those out because my steak meat is done. I got it turned down. My mushrooms are in. So what I'm gonna do is just pop my cheese on the top. While it's cooking on low, I pretty much got the heat turned off of it. I'm gonna pop it on top of my husband's meat over here first. I just spread it out like that. And it'll melt into it. I don't have his meat on, but I have this on. So I'm just gonna spread it out all over, like so. Okay. Then I'm just gonna, normally I stir it in, but I think this is gonna do what I needed to do without having to stir it in. And that way when you get ready to serve it on your bun, your cheese will be nice and melted. Not gonna melt my husband's yet because he is not home from work. So I don't want to get his ready quite yet. But you use butter, like I said earlier, on your griddle. No particular butter. Margarine will work as well. So I just go all the way across my griddle. All the way across like that. And just cover the whole griddle with butter. And then I'm going to turn my buns on top like this. And turn it up a little bit so you can get brown. You see how that cheese is melting on top? Oh, that looks so good. See there? I didn't even really have to do anything to it. It's gonna do its own thing. There we go. All right, guys, and we are pretty much done I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, share it. Please let other people know. And we'll try to keep them coming. Bye-bye.